So in this video, I'm going to be explaining game loops. I'm going to explain game loops. I'm going to explain key events, and then I'm going to explain key modifiers. Now, I'll explain what a modifier is down the road. Now, this is the third video in a pygame series. And if you would like, go to my channel and look for the playlist for that video, for the previous two videos. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to first go through the code. Yes, if you would like, you could pause and then type in the whole code, and then we explain together. Or you could type as we go. Now, I'm going to import pygame. Then I'm going to make a canvas. And on this canvas, I'm going to call pygame.display.setMode. Then I'm going to select the width. Let the width of the screen be 500, and then the height 600. I'm going to call my colors. In the previous video, I explained about color coding in pygame. Now, to come here on the key events, I'm going to call on my game loop. Now, in pygame, you need a game loop. Now, if you don't have a game loop in pygame, let me show you what happens if I don't have a game loop in pygame. When you run this code, the screen will open and close immediately. Problem, it's on my other screen this side, that's why you cannot see. But if you try it on without the loop, it will open and close immediately. But why does it open and close immediately? The reason it opens and closes immediately is simple. This is Python. Python is a scripting language. Scripting language, what means to run line by line. So this is what happens. Pygame opens up, the code ignores this, imports it, then runs this code line by line, creates the display, makes these variables. Then if there is no, after creating the display, it will appear on the screen. If there is no loop, what does it do? There is no more code to run, then the program closes. That's why the program opens and closes immediately. That's why you need a game loop. So what the game loop does, after it running, instead of it closing, it will say, okay, while done is true, it will run this code, come back, run this code, meaning that as it's coming back, running the code continuously. It's running the code continuously. The screen will be open. Now, so that's the need of a game loop in pygame. So if we have our loop while done, so we're going to call for event in pygame.event.get. So what does it do? Pygame.event.get brings for me a list of the possible events that have happened, meaning has there been a key down, has there been a mouse press, all those things. So I'm going to say event.type is equal to pygame.keyDown. Now there are different types of event types. One of them is pygame.keyDown. Now what does keyDown mean? Has there been any key that has been pressed? Another type of event type could be mouse down or mouse up. Now, if you would like to know the different types of events, you can go to the pygame website and look at the different types of event types. So after if there has been a key pressed, then I'm going to check if the key is pygame.keyr. Now this K means key, and this is underscore R, meaning that has R been pressed. Now if R has been pressed, I want to select the canvas.fill be red. And I'm going to say else if the key has been B, let the canvas.fill be blue. Then if the key which has been pressed is G, let the fill be green. Now if the key which has been pressed is Q, I'm going to select done equal to false. What does that mean? It means that I'm going to stop my loop. So in the next loop that it comes and finds that done is false, it's going to stop the loop and then come here, and there's nothing to do, then the loop will stop and then the screen will close, it will go off. So if you would like to look at the different types of keys you could press, you go to the pygame website. If you come to the pygame website, you can see there are the different keys. There's key backspace, key tab, key clear, key return, key pause, key exclamation mark, key 0, key 1, key 2, key 3, key semicolon. There are many. All of them on the keyboard. You could press all of them. Even when you have a keypad, there are different what? Keys you could press. Even the function keys are here. The numerical locks. So that is it. Now we're going to come to modify. modifiers. What is a modifier? A modifier, they are the keys of Control, Alt, Shift. These are the modifiers. They are called modifiers. Maybe in other terms, they're called other things. So you could have maybe when you wanted to press Control G, and then after if Control G has been pressed, make a certain change. So what am I going to say? I'm going to check if there's an event.mod, meaning that if this one of the modifier keys has been pressed. And I'm going to say if the modifier key that has been pressed is Control. Is Control. So key modifier Control. Pygame.key modifier Control. And they're going to ask me probably where are the other modifiers. So to get the other modifiers, go to the Pygame website. You can hear the URL is there. Then come here and look at the other modifiers. They are here. You have if there is no modifier, meaning that if key mod is none, maybe do something else. If there is no modifier, if it is the left shift, if it's the right shift, and all the other modifiers are here. Now, if the modifier is Control, what should I do? Check again. If the event.key, meaning that if the key that has been pressed is pygame.key G, meaning that G has been pressed, then I would like to fill my canvas with gold. Now here in this case, I'm not using a predefined color. The color I'm using is the color in the system colors, meaning that the color that are inbuilt into Pygame. Then, but this green and blue, I have defined the colors here. So we are going to now flip. What flip does, it will bring all our changes on top. But where do we flip from? We flip at the end of the loop. Before the loop begins again, we want to make the changes to appear. So we carry out this logical statement. It makes the changes depending on the changes that have happened, and then after that it's going to put the changes onto the screen. So now if I run the code, after me running the code, let me bring the screen here. After me running the code, you can see I have a black screen. If I press R, it's going to change to red. If I press G, it's going to change to blue, to green. If I change B, if I press B, it's going to change to blue. If I press G, it's going to change to green. Now, if I press Ctrl G, it's going to change to gold. If I press Ctrl, it's going to do nothing. If I press G, it's going to be green. If I press Ctrl G, it's going to be green. That is, and if I press Q, it's going to go off. So that is how you could use key events. That is why now, in this case, I've explained why the game loop is needed, and how the game loop is needed, and then how to do key events. So in this case, never forget to call pygame dot. Never do key R. Don't make that mistake. Even here, instead of calling pygame dot key down as the type of event type, people usually just put key down. There, in that case, you're trying to key down would be like a variable which does not exist. Now, in a video down the road, I'm going to talk about the mouse event type. That will be in the video down the road. So, thank you for watching. If you would like to watch the next video, it will come out. If it has already come out, you can check it. And if you never watched the previous videos, you can also go and check them out on my channel or my channel playlists and look for the Pygame playlist. Thank you for watching, or I might have put it down in the description. Thank you for watching.